EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Reset. 19. 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Got him.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw is Watson. Open man is QT, complete.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Mike 280. Mike 5-5. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 45 yards. yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Running from the gun, Johnson. And shutting him off, now open field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 1, Watson setting up the screen for Miller.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
54, right there, right there. Stay with your man.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Jim.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Prosise, 35 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This will be taken very short.
At their own
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
36 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just have the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That's it, baby.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's third down.
Line 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Trump.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now Wilson, he hits his running back, pro-size. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
All go special! All go special!
I don't even know why this team showed up.
A 2nd down carry for pro-size. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
You think you won't get this? Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Got it.
On 1st down, Wilson flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Texans 31, Seahawks 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, they run. Again, it's pro-size. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
14, running. 26.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Now Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Watson, and it is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slings one that's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Wilson throwing again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Friday. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Crunch time, defense.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That'll go as a loss of 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Got it. Go. 59, come on. Check. 59. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Whip. Watch the whip. Run left.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Right back to Procise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mine's 50.
Now Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Watson. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 54, 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
59. Hey, tight. Watch twist. Watch twist. One pass.
Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Bernardus McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Being chased out left. And now he's going to... the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Let's get it.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short.
We're set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On first down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.